All right, I want to make an analogy. Someone told me today that the Christian gospel is delusional nonsense, and I hear this all the time. This is a statement that people make all the time, and I want to give you an analogy. Say that I was born blind, couldn't see, right? And for whatever reason, I didn't believe in trains, right? I just said, I don't believe in trains. People tell me everything about trains, and I say, look, that's just train propaganda. That's just train companies selling their propaganda. I don't believe in trains. So a person takes me to the train tracks and they say, look, look at all these train tracks here. And they make me feel the beams of the train tracks and the slats and they explain how it works. And I say, you know what? I think this is just an elaborate ruse that the train company set up and you're a part of it and you just want me to believe your train propaganda. But this train doesn't exist. Trains don't exist, right? And then, sometime later I hear this loud train horn, wah, wah, and I'm like, man, you're really getting deep on this scheme. You're playing these sounds. I don't believe in this train, right? And as the train gets closer, I start to feel the vibrations on the train tracks. But I say, man, you're really getting deep. These train companies are trying really hard to propagandize me into believing this train exists. They're going through such elaborate schemes. Well, the fact that I don't believe in trains is not going to save me when the trains crush me. When the train comes and I'm sitting on the tracks, I am going to meet a very quick, very destructive end, whether I believe in trains or not. The judgment is coming. Reality is reality. And whether you accept reality or not, it doesn't change that it is reality. And the reality is that God's judgment is coming for you, whether you believe it or not, whether you've suppressed all the signs in yourself, you no longer believe that you were born with morality, you no longer believe in right and wrong, and you've suppressed everything that God has innately written into your heart and put in the observable universe to deny the truth, as the Bible says, to suppress the truth in unrighteousness, to be willfully ignorant of the things that are clearly seen, and you're without excuse. Just like if that train obliterated me, I would be without excuse. I could sit there and say, you know what, but train companies propagandize so hard. I really did believe that trains didn't exist. It didn't change the fact that trains did exist. That was a reality. And you don't just get to believe away reality. Reality exists independent on whether you believe in it or not. And that's a statement that I wanted to make to any of you that believe that you will not face the judgment. Believe that all you want. It doesn't affect me. I would rather you get right, go to heaven. I would rather you come to the understanding and knowledge of Jesus Christ and not die and go to hell. And I would rather you take the true and pathway, or the true pathway to life everlasting. I'd much rather that for you, but I am not you. So you do you, and I can't stop you and it does not affect me, so you do you. But understand that reality is reality independent on whether you've suppressed it in yourself or not. And it will come and it will take you out. And nothing you can explain away. When you're standing in front of God, you can say, God, I legitimately didn't believe you existed. He's not going to accept that. Okay? You say, God, nobody told me. He's going to say, nope, 1,000 people told you. Just like 1,000 people told me that trains were real and I thought they were all part of a conspiracy. Just like 1,000 people tell a flat earther that the earth is round and they think it's all part of a conspiracy. You can think whatever you want, but reality is reality and it exists independent of how you feel about it. And that's a universal truth that people just don't understand anymore. That reality is a reality, And how you feel about it does not matter. All right. God bless.